Alright, so today we're starting work on this beautiful 1972 Beetle that I have in the background here. Now I picked this thing up in a couple of videos ago and it's just been sat in storage, so I've gotten everything moved out of the way and we're finally going to make a start on this old thing. So just a quick little overview of this thing if you guys haven't seen. It's got a little bit of patina on the roof, which is pretty cool. We're planning on keeping that. This is my fiance's car, so we're doing this thing up for her. If I don't show it on the channel, it's never going to get done, so I do cars on the side sort of thing, so it is kind of fun doing this. I am really keen to do some rust repairs and stuff. So today, obviously, as you know by the thumbnail, we're doing the floor pans, so they're a little bit rusty in the back. Now, this is definitely no how-to video. I'll just be running through it. There is a really good video. I'll try and link that down below in the description. Engine's been pulled out because it was seized. Someone left the spark plug out of it and it's seized up. Right, so we've got pretty much everything removed. Got the struts undone and the steering shaft. I've just got to play around with that once we get it down. We'll get the body off. I've got it back on the ground, and inside we've removed a few mounts as well. There's two there and two there. I've got my little helper helping there. We forgot these two bolts, and there's actually two out the front here. I had to watch a video to make sure I got these. Those two there we're going to take out, and then the body is good to come off. Alright, so we've got it all back down on the ground. I had to make a bit more of a sturdy support here just to take the weight. So now we're just going to rush through. I'll clean up all this off camera. We're going to get it all down. Basically, we have to strip this brake line off that runs across. Have to cut off this heater duct thing and just bend that out of the way for now. And then what I'll roughly do is we'll cut the pans out. There's a little mount here we have to dodge. Cut the pans out and then we'll sneak up on those welds so we can put the new pans in and test fit them. I just want to show you here how bad this rust actually is. This pan is quite thin. I think this side has had, it must have been on a lean, it has had water sitting in it, as you can see by this pitting. That's quite thin. The hammer's gone through here. So this isn't very sturdy. I do want to do all of this. I know it's going to be a big job and something big to tackle for a first timer, but I think we can sort of handle it. I want this car to be right, nice and safe. So yeah, I've got it all stripped. Let's time lapse taking this thing off. Got that all trimmed up, left a nice little thick edge on there so that we can slowly pick away at it and not cut too much off. There is a mount under here. Do have to cut that around that so we can keep that mount. All right, so jump forward a few hours, just measuring, making sure everything's pretty well spot on. Now, I did fill these holes in. It is a little bit worse than I thought, and yeah, I haven't done this before, so I ended up welding up those holes. I've actually just got to fix that little pin there. But yeah, welded it up, and I've actually left a little bit of this weld here because I want more structure than aesthetics, because you're never going to see this anyway. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. I did screw it down, and then I decided to play around with the fitment a bit more and gotten it a little bit better. The only thing with these pans is under here, there's a little like foot leg, and we've got a fair gap there, and it still has to go up more, so it's going to open that gap up. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out for that. But yeah, I took all these pictures the other day. Where is one here? So, you know, just got our measurements there so we can sort of reference all that. Take it off and spray some weld through primer. I can weld this thing in, so. Righto, so we've got the first floor pan all in and fully welded. Now, I do have a little bit of cleanup work to do, but I can do that off camera. So we're going to jump onto the second one. I'm actually going to cut all that out, get it all cleaned up, skip through all that because this video is getting quite long, and then we can weld it all in and we'll be all done. So let's jump to it. So a few hours later, now I've definitely learned a lot from doing that first floor pan. This second one is going a lot smoother. So what I mean is I really put a lot more effort into actually prepping this surface because we are going to seam weld it this time. I've put a lot more effort into cleaning up the actual tunnel surface, so that's a lot better, and we've put a lot more weld through primer there as well. Now, I really made sure to get in and clean all that seam sealer out. We do have a little rust repair to do here as well, similar to the other side, but it's actually not as bad here, so that'll be a lot easier. Instead of using the flat wheel, I actually used the wire wheel, and it turned out much better prepping this panel, so there's actually a lot less paint on there, and I'm really happy with that. So there you have it. We have the floor pans completely replaced in there. Now I did go to touch up a few welds and touch up that little rust spot in the front, and the actual big welder ran out of gas because I've only got a D-sized bottle. So yeah, we chewed through the gas pretty quick. But anyway, I'm gonna get a new bottle for that, and I'll fix those welds up off camera. Now we're actually gonna get this thing professionally sandblasted as well to get rid of all rust on here, so we can start with a fresh chassis. As you can see, we've just got pitting everywhere, so we'll do the front halves and underneath. Floor pans are obviously okay now, the tunnel's okay. And then we can also do the back half as well. So we'll sandblast all that, probably do the gearbox. I'll get that done as well. And then we can chassis black this whole thing. Now that's all pretty boring, so I won't show that. But yeah, the next video, guys, we have to fix up that heater channel on the Beetle, and then the body can go back on, and we can start sorting out an engine for this thing, because that engine is actually seized. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with myself because I've never done any type of rust work, and here we go. We've got 2 floor pans fully replaced, and it saved us a ton of money, and it's a lot more safe now. So if you guys like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you wanna stick around and see more of the Beetle, definitely hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you guys in the next one.